Jamie, Kern, Lima love eggs. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. You might be thinking that Jamie Three Names is going to tell us all about her love of eggs. Scrambled, poached, dippy eggs, fried eggs. She can't get enough of them there eggs. I suppose at a time when eggs are particularly expensive in the United States, the fact that she's got hundreds of millions of dollars means that she could indulge in her love of eggs, that she can scramble them with gay abandon, line them up and knock the top off the egg and plunge her toasty soldier in there, sucking on the delicious yolky goodness therein. Well, you might think that it is about Jamie Three Names and her love of a protein-based product that comes out of a hen's arse, but it isn't. No. You might also wonder, what is it that causes Buzz Lightyear's sister to decide that she has to inflict her nonsense on the world through her podcast? After all, she did $1 billion deal with L'Oreal, which has made her fantastically wealthy. She could, surely not, spend her time buying properties around the world, flying in a private jet, spending time in different countries, absorbing the culture, dining out in fancy and swanky restaurants, buying expensive clothing, supporting certain philanthropic activities. She could buy a football team and govern that. There's lots of different things that she could do with her wealth, and yet she spends her time engaging in the production of a podcast. Why? Why bother your backside to do that when you've got shit tons of moolah that you could do other things with? And indeed, why bother engaging in such a podcast when you have a very strange expression on your face whenever you undertake your podcast? Well, the reason being, of course, is that she has a need to control the audience. And thus, hosting a podcast is one way of doing it. She needs validation through her appearance on a platform. And what better way than to create your own? Don't rely upon the social media giants, although, of course, utilize them for the promotion of your podcast, but create your own podcast where you get to display your sickly sweet version of friendship whilst acquiring character traits from your guests and obtaining fuel by way of their responses. It is, naturally, linked to the necessity of narcissism of having an outlet. But what it does do is provide your glorious narrator with an excellent opportunity to ridicule the behaviours that are exhibited as you're about to witness. Have a look at this piece of footage.
I highly recommend moving into a new sexual space as a grown-up without shame. Let's start there. So that has been like such a fun, vibrant, exciting part of being in a new relationship at this age, where there's no like shame to be had.
Yeah.
We're done with that.
Yeah.
So instead it's just like exciting and connected and healthy and fun and 5 out of 5 stars.
And when you lose all the shame and you do all the work and you do all the healing and you do all the self-worth building, is sex and intimacy way better now than it's ever been.
It's almost like it can't even be compared.
Wow.
I don't even know that I could put it on the same playing field. Like,
yeah,
it's just so different because I am so different inside of it.
Yeah.
Also,
and
have a
you're
different
awake now.
I am.
What on earth is going on there? The guest, no idea who that is, don't really care, probably plugging some book which is evidently to do with sex. But what's Jamie Three Names up to? First of all, the camera cuts to her and she's just sat there with that strange look on her face as if she's either trying to hold in gas or that she's experiencing an out-of-body sensation. And then there's a little noise that's made. And then, It then occurred to me that some further investigation is required to find out what's actually going on. And what I managed to do was strip out the talking and turn up the background noise in relation to this piece of footage that Jamie Three Names has placed on her social media. And the result is rather revealing. Aha! A distinct buzzing sound, which is resulting in that strange, self-satisfied expression of Jamie Three Names. Let's continue to watch what's revealed. No surprise as the buzzing noise continues, and it results in that little noise of where clearly she's struggling to keep her rising excitement under wraps. You might think that she's responding in acknowledgement to what the interviewee is saying. No. By finding the buzzing noise, we know that there's something else at play, some other factor that is having an impact upon Jamie Three Names and enables us to understand the expression on her face and the noises that she's making. If we continue, it makes perfect sense. Watch this. There we are. The mystery is solved. Ordinarily, when you look at a piece of footage that is presented by Jamie Three Names, you're somewhat puzzled as to the bizarre facial expressions that she adopts, the way that she stares at her guest, the strange look that's across her face. People opined in the interview with This One's Wife whether she was high as a kite. But by some detective work, we're able to ascertain that there is a buzzing sound, and that must point to the fact that Jamie Three Names has inserted some love eggs at the commencement of the interview, and while she is apparently paying attention to what the person being interviewed is saying, she's actually indulging in some self-absorbed pleasure, whereby, at first, she just stares, savouring the sensation without actually saying anything. But then the pleasure level increases, resulting in a little murmur until she can no longer contain it and has to issue a positive affirmation of yeah as the love eggs do their work. One wonders if they will form part of the range of products that she offers, or whether This One's Wife might engage in some character trait acquisition and decide that she's going to add them to the As Ever range. Either way, you now know what is behind the weird facial expressions of Jamie Three Names. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for watching.